All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, April 28th, and these are your bell ringer problems. All right, we have problems number 13 through 16 to do today. Problem number 13 says 5/7 times 14/20. And I'm going to try to show you a new strategy that you can potentially use. I can go ahead and just do top times top, bottom times bottom, and I'm going to get the correct answer, but I'm going to have to reduce. So I wanted to show you that you can take a step to get a more manageable number if you go ahead and reduce your fractions before you start. So as I'm looking here, I know that an equivalent fraction for 14/20 is if I divide both of these by 2. I know that 14 divided by 2 is going to give me a 7 here. And I know that 20 divided by 2 is going to give me a 10 here. And so now I have a more manageable problem with 5/7 times 7/10. And I'm going to get 5 times 7 is 35. 7 times 10 is 70. And then I know that these can still be reduced, and they can be reduced by 5 each. So I know that 35 divided by 5, or actually, you know what, both of these, 7 can go in both of these. I know that 35 divided by 7 is going to get me 5. And I know that 70 divided by 7 is going to get me 10. And then I can reduce one more time to get 1/2. So 1/2 should be your final answer here, folks. All right. Now, I apologize about this. I'm noticing that this is really hard to see here. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can make sure that you see the problem. All right, problem number 14. They want us to find the greatest common factors of 10 and 25. Remember, the factors are the numbers that you multiply together to equal the number that you're trying to get. So my factors of 10, I have 1 and 10. I also have the numbers 2 and 5. 3 and no number, 4 and no number, and now I'm at 5. So my only factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. My factors of 25 are 1 and 25. 2 and no number, 3 and no number, 4 and no number, and then 5 and 5. So my greatest common factor between 10 and 25 is 5. All right, number 15. I need to take a look at 24,806 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 4 is 12. 13, 14. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 1, 2, 3, comma, so I get 74,418. All right, and then for problem number 16, they wanted you to come up with a factor tree for 50. So I know that 10 and 5 can be multiplied together to equal 50. I'm going to go ahead and circle 5 because 5 is a prime number. And then I have 2 and 5. And I'm going to go ahead and circle my 5 and my 2 because those are both prime numbers. And if I wanted to go ahead and write the prime factorization of this factor tree, I would go ahead and write 2 times 5 squared. And I know that 2 times 5 squared is also going to get me 50. All right, so we have problems number 7 and 8 to do today for our 7 and 8 to do today for our extra practice. So problem number 7, which set of numbers is in order from greatest to least? All right, so I can see here that I've got 451,705, 451,750, 455,705. So I'm going to hold on to that one because that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Here I have 455,705, 455,704. I Oh, from greatest to least. Oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and mark this one out because that is perfect least to greatest, but that is not greatest to least. This is greater than this. 455,704 is definitely greater than 454,704. So I'm going to go ahead and put a dot next to that one. 455,710, 455,703, 455,709. No, not going to work. 405,701, 406, not greatest to least. And so the only one that is greatest to least is B here, because greatest to least. They tried to throw a little wrench in the system because I was originally thinking least to greatest. That's what we most often think. All right, what percent is equivalent to 3/5? What percent is equivalent to 3/5? Remember that there's a couple different strategies. You can divide your top number by your bottom number. All right, got cut off at the last minute, but I want to show you your correct answer is C, 60%. C, 60%. And we could see the equivalency here. And if I did 3 divided by 5, I would have came up with the same thing here, because I can add a decimal, and I can see that it goes in 0.6 times, and 0.6 is equivalent to 60% as well. Hashtag Thursday. Hashtag Thursday. I know that's not creative.